pulses are +2 and equal, and I didn't feel any thrill, but I'm gonna go ahead and auscultate for any bruit. There is no, as I auscultated, there's no sign of bruit. Now I'm gonna locate my areas for my auscultation for my heart sounds. By doing this, I'm gonna locate the suprasternal notch. I'm gonna go down, and I found my sternal angle, and this is gonna be located on the second on the second rib. I'm gonna go down to the second intercostal space to the right, and I'm feeling for my aortic valve. I'm moving into the left in the second intercostal space, and I'm feeling for my pulmonic valve. I'm gonna go down to the fourth intercostal space to the right, and I'm feeling for my pulmonic valve, and I'm gonna go down to the fifth intercostal space to the mid-clavicular line, and this is where I will feel for the mitral valve, and I'm gonna go ahead and auscultate my areas. I'm sorry. As I'm listening to my patient's heart sounds, I can appreciate with the diaphragm. I appreciated at S1 and S2 sounds. I wasn't able to hear for any gallops or any S2, S3, or S4, but I'm gonna go ahead and also listen with the bell to confirm my findings. As I mentioned before, there's no sign of any S3 or S4 or any gallops or any rap, and her heart sounds are normal and regular. I'm gonna go ahead and now assess for your abdomen area. As I can see, her abdomen is nice and flat. There's no sign of pulsation down in her descending aorta. I'm gonna listen for her aorta and also her renal arteries as well. There is no sign of bruits present on my patient. I'm gonna go ahead and also auscultate the her four quadrants. My patient has normal active bowel sounds throughout the right upper and lower quadrant, and also on the left upper and lower quadrants. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do some palpation. First, I'm gonna go and do light palpation. Please tell me if you have any pain. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a little deeper palpation. And I'm gonna go ahead and percuss. As I hear, she has some tympanic sounds around her abdomen, but also she has some dull sounds over the liver. I'm gonna go ahead and try to palpate her liver. So if you can please take a deep breath for me. Again. Even with deep palpation, I was not able to palpate her liver. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start my muscular skeletal assessment. First, I'm gonna assess for edema. I don't see any signs of edema or swellingness. Her skin is nice and warm to touch. Her pulses, I'm gonna start by assessing her radial pulses, and her pulses are equal bilaterally and they are +2. Her brachial pulses are also +2 and equal. Her femoral pulses are +2. Her popliteal pulses are +2. She has really good equal +2 dorsopetalis pulses, and also some posterior tibialis pulses as well. I'm going to ask you to turn around, please, and we're gonna ask if you can please stand up there and walk for me. Okay, turn around, and you one foot in front of the other and walk. As I can see, her gait is steady. I'm gonna ask you to close your eyes with your hands on the side, and since she's able to maintain her balance, this will show me that her Ramberg test is negative. I'm gonna ask you to do a series of movements for me. If you can sit down and flex your arms and extend your arms and hyperextend your arms. Do some internal rotation all the way up as high as you can, and external rotation. You're gonna abduct your arms and adduct your arms, and that will show me that she has full range of motion on her shoulders. We're gonna flex your elbows, extend your elbows, and that showed me that she has good full range of motion on her elbows. While you're flexing, I'm gonna pull as hard as you can. I'm going to pull. No, don't let me pull. Okay, so that it's showing me that her strength is. I'm gonna push now. Okay, her strength is 5 out of 5. I'm going to ask you to prone your hands and put them supination. Okay, so that shows me full range of motion again on her elbows. We're gonna work on your wrist. So you're going to turn around and you're going to extend your wrist and flex your wrist. Do some internal rotation, external rotation. That's showing me that she has full range of motion on her wrist. I'm going to ask you to lie down for me, please. And I'm going to assess for range of motion on her hips by flexing, and extending, adducting and adducting. I'm gonna do some internal rotation and external rotation, and that shows me that she has full range of motion on her hips. If you can please sit down again, and I want you to, with your feet, I want you to flex your feet and extend your ankle. Then that also show me full range of motion on her ankle. I'm going to ask you to please close your eyes and tell me where am I, what part of your body I'm touching.
My arm.
What arm, right or left arm?
Right.
Right arm, good.
My leg.
What left?
Left.
Okay, so by knowing that, it's showing me that she's neurologically intact. I'm also going to ask you to open your eyes and touch my finger, and touch your nose. And again, and again. Okay, I want you to move your hands up and down as fast as you can. Okay, and I want you to run your heel against your leg. Okay, and by doing this, she's showing me that her cerebellar function is intact, because she has good upper and lower extremity function. You can please lie down for me. Can you, not lie down, just sit down. Can you please tell me where you are?
I am in Bloomfield.
Okay, what time is it?
10:30.
Do you know if it's day or night?
Night.
Okay, my patient is alert, awake, and oriented times place in person and times 3. Can you please spell world backwards?
DLROW.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask you to close your eyes, and I'm gonna give you something, and you're gonna tell me if you know what it is.
Branch.
This is a brush, good. And this?
Comb.
This is a comb, really good. So by doing this, she is also showing me that she has recognized objects of her stereogenesis is intact. And I think that's the end of my assessment. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.